dismissal letter?
Well,
Because
so
they say that there's a contention somewhere about how much he's supposed to take, and that's why they are holding up and having conversations on that, and there's nothing
Yeah.
concluded. That's what I'm hearing from the distinguished partial sports people like
Why would that
Akable.
stop them from sacking him?
well, the issue, I mean, is that the Ministry of Youth and Sport wants him fired.
Yeah.
The GFA says no. And after a lot of arguments,
Oh, I see.
the GFA now says, okay,
The Matra Amakwe GFA.
so you now write a letter. I mean, the information I am picking is that the GFA has asked the ministry to write a letter to them indicating that they want Milovan River sacked and that the ministry is prepared to pay the compensation.
Okay, that's the point.
So, yeah, so if they bring that letter saying we are prepared to pay the compensation, sack him, they'll go ahead and sack him.
Yeah, but who pays Milo anyway?
Is the ministry.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
why is
because
this
I mean,
an
it will
issue?
almost be like causing financial loss to the state also. Okay, so
Conversation we're having is making me want some breakfast.
no, but let's get it clear.
need tea bread.
On one hand, if we sack him, we'll have to pay him the entire amount of money that is supposed to be paid,
Yeah.
not the 3 months that people say we are proposing. That would be a lot of cost.
Yeah.
On the other hand, people are yearning for him to be sacked. So it is the popular appeal to the people to sack him. On the other side, against the financial cost involved, which one would you decide on?
Is that what the story is about?
No. The story says the stakeholders are divided.
Okay, so there is some
Yeah.
truth to that from what
Yeah,
Winston
yeah,
is
yeah.
saying.
So
But
that's
so the
the
question is, so would you go for, losing? Is it losing money? Because you would have had to pay him that money anyway.
yeah
The only difference is that you would have had to pay it to him while he continued
to do the work.
to coach
To
the Black
deliver.
Stars. Now the question is, Milo continuing to coach the Black Stars,
Was
is
it
that a desirable outcome?
Would it cause
Is that
more harm or
Is that something
you can
we are
cut
happy
your
to
losses?
pay for?
Which one will be the mitigation plan here, Mahavi? Anyway, there are some other stories too. New Year school opens today, and we'll actually be having a lot of talk about that on the show too. 2020 Basic School Academic Calendar trimester system stays, and that was also over the weekend where the U10 was done clearly. And I was asking whether it was a confused education system or a listening government's action.
we seem to be having issues with major policies in this country. Honestly, this U10
Yeah.
is we've had too many of these U10s.
Yeah.
Education
Because
is not
government
something that
listens
you.
to the people and
No,
after
no, no,
listening
no,
to
no.
them, if the why the
Okay,
Milo
so-
sacking to
so that-
it's not U10. The GFA told us that this one is on natural what they call
I
it.
thought we're talking about education.
Yeah, but they are all U10.
Education is not one of those things that you toil with, you know.
So you
it's
can
it's
toil with
the
sports.
only. Well, you can play with Milo,
Okay, I get you.
but not with this one.
All right.
Wait, but I don't want to discourage government from doing U-turns.
Uh,
I think that when mistakes are corrected, we all benefit.
that's true.
So if indeed policies are rushed into, as we have seen happen, I mean, are they not now engaging people on the e-levy?
That's true.
Okay, so if you make a mistake, please don't be afraid to correct it. I don't want any government official to feel discouraged from changing their minds when they realize they've made a mistake.
I think Mamavi's point is that it's one too many.
Yeah,
we
but
know how policies are done. Just go through the process.
So
Policy requires engagement prior
Right.
to, not after.
Thank you. So I'm agreeing with Mama.
Yeah.
But I'm also saying let's not discourage them from fixing the problem. Okay, so yeah, we've had too many
Yeah.
occasions when they've done the wrong thing and had to correct it. But let's not discourage them from correcting it when they do the wrong thing. Let's rather encourage them to not do the wrong thing.
That's true.
You know?
Anyway, yeah.
But what from there, Pacho? Turn around. Do
Anyway.
a U-turn.
Well, the State Housing Company has also begun marking houses which are earmarked for rebuilding at Apiati. So some positive news from the ground there. And Vice President attending UN Security Council meeting. That's also in the papers. Inflation falls to 12.8% in December. It's actually better than what it was in November, which was 13.6%. And one more thing that you should know happening is that Burkina Faso military camp has been hit by heavy gunfire. Apparently, all is not well in Burkina Faso soon, anytime soon. Anyway.
All right, let's go through the Daily Guide newspaper on the back of the information I've just given us on Apiatse. Maxam suspended mines inspector sacked. Don't turn Parliament into boxing arena. That's a
Interdicted. This is like
I was just going to, but maybe the Daily Guide got a different from a different source, because what we know is the mines inspector had been interdicted.
pending investigations.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
now they say he's been sacked. Don't turn Parliament into boxing arena, says Freddie Blay, the NPP national chairman. And then still on the Apiati explosion, driver saved school kids, victims speak. 66 million Ghana cedis full trial of ex-SNITS boss others begin. So this is not new. We've been here before. There was an earlier legal tussle over the particulars of the offense. It traveled to the Supreme Court, and then, there are fresh charges now against him. I guess this time around, the proper work must be done with details of the particulars of offenses that they are charging him with. So that case is on, and then on the back page of the paper, GFA boots out Milo. So you see, we're not sure if he's gone, but apparently he's gone.
Okay. Well, interesting there, right?
Well, let's get to the chronicle for this morning. Beloved, the word of God for today, Ezra chapter 10, verse 4. Arise, for it is your task, and we are with you. Be strong and do it. Apiati explosion, minister takes sweeping actions, directs Minerals Commission to interdict Chief Inspector of Mines, and temporarily suspend manufacture of the explosives. So that's why it says, arise, for it is your task, and we are with you. Be strong and do it.
Sorry, do you mind? I just wonder what you guys think about the decision. So Magzam, the company that was transporting the thing, has been suspended. The guy who's responsible has also been the guy who's responsible for supervising that aspect of mining has been interdicted. But how about the company that contracted Magzam? We'll come back and talk about that later. Let's go on with the headlines.
Ghana football is full of corruption. Tony Yeboah, so that's a former striker of the senior national team, the Black Stars, talking about our football being full of corruption. Kumasi family threatens to sue Komfo Anoche teaching of allegedly killing pregnant niece. Group grateful to Educhum for reversing semester system for basic schools.
That's not something we should be applauding. We shouldn't have gotten to this point in the first place. Nobody should be applauding anybody.
It's almost like you're really litigating this matter.
Okay.
Mama V. Anyway, let me go to the finders reporting this
Created
morning.
a problem, he has solved it. Let's be grateful.
Yeah, mostly.
Not everybody solves the problems they create.
Don't create in the first place. This attitude of needlessly creating problems should stop. Anyway, 9 children searching for their parents after Apiaje explosion, and that's a very terrible story.
Oh my goodness.
So they are reporting that the police have the kids in custody. They are taking care of them, but they are struggling to connect them to the families they belong to. And child rights applaud Dr. Ejichum's education reforms, and that's some good news from the Education Ministry. And Kodia promises more jobs at Commissioner of YEA Western North Office, and Kodia is the YEA boss. Ghanaians show love and compassion to victims. Government miners to rebuild Apiati. I'm told that the Chamber of Mines actually sent a huge donation and all the things that people might need, and is seeking to help out there. I'm also told that I've seen, and I don't know for a fact, but I've seen on social media groups mobilizing, including some cars, some big trailers carrying some goods purportedly from Ibrahim Mohammed's end, which is supposed to also arrive on the ground. It's good that we are all putting our shoulders to the wheel to help these people come out of the current difficulties that they find themselves. There's one more though. Anyone found culpable in a PRC explosion will not be spared. This is the minister speaking. Samuel Abu Jenapo is the man speaking here.
We should have an open mind there. Let's come from a place of we want justice, not that we want somebody either convicted or found culpable. Because at the end of the day, you can do your investigations and find out that, people did things right.
I get you. So we should
shouldn't
not go with the mentality that somebody ought to be held responsible by hook or crook.
Exactly.
But just that there should be justice for all involved.
That's it.
Yeah, okay, I get you. Anyway.
The New Crusading Guide newspaper.
But that will not work anyway.
What do you mean by that will not work?
An investigation.
There's fair trial.
Yeah.
An investigation will
Yes.
happen before a trial.
That's true.
So either way, we can safely assume that by the time somebody is being accused,
Yes.
it is because evidence has been found against that person.
This is the Republic of Ghana.
Anyway, we'll see.
All right. So, yeah.
Okay, so I can safely get into the New Crusading Guide.
Please
Huh?
do.
All right. COVID-19 vaccine mandates are illegal, according to Sami Jemfi. The paper is just reproducing something that he's written, and this was in an article he wrote to that effect. He pointed out that COVID-19 vaccines have only been granted emergency use authorization by FDA Ghana and have not been approved or registered by the FDA Ghana. But there's also a legal, as in a court's issue to this effect. We'll see how far that travels. CHC to rebuild Bogoso Apiate. I think we've had this angle already. CEO of YEA promises more jobs in Western North, and Minerals Commission shuts down Maxam Company. There are other headlines in the paper. You can grab the New Crusading Guide.
Well, so let's get to the Business and Financial Times. Licensed fishing vessels unmasked as illegal Chinese front. So, according to a research conducted, by Environmental Justice Foundation, they realized that 90% of fishing vessels operating in Ghana's territorial waters are effectively owned by Chinese companies. And the investigation, revealed that they have Ghanaians fronting, but the real owners are Chinese. So that's here on the front page.
Interested.
Trade expert backs government to scrap benchmark policy, says it will give local manufacturers advantage on the aftermarket. Local farmers, foodstuff traders engage in profit racketeering, and domestic investors cement dominance of local debt markets.
Now, the Daily Statesman has some stories you should be interested in, right from the reconstruction at Apiate through to Bamia attending the UN Security Council meeting. The only thing that sounds new on the front page here is NSS, the National Service Scheme, to become an employable agency. This is Osei Sibi Entry, who is heading the institution now. There is some good news.
Which one is the good news? To become?
No, I'm moving on to the good news now.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you're making me worried about the good news I'm going to say. Magdan Aviation to launch ultra-modern private jet services on January 28th. So ultra-modern private jet
What
services.
would be the impact?
For the rich people, those of you, clearly, who will need to travel in sub-region with ease and all of that. Do you know that some people have
So
to
that's
go as
good.
far as, let me tell you something, some people have to go as far as outside Africa to get to other African countries.
True.
So if it works properly, just that some of us there, by the grace of God, we may also be able to do private jets. Some.
All right, last paper for me, the Ghanaian Times newspaper on
Yes.
page 3. Man arrested for allegedly sodomizing boy 13. Court remands 7 alleged Western Togoland separatists. Driver gets 3 years for fraud, and plumber jailed 1 year for destroying medical equipment.
Let's get to the online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank. In your best interest, Goil Good Energy and Enterprise Life. No matter how much you make for a living, Enterprise Life has life solutions carefully crafted for you. Enterprise Life, your advantage.
And now that the fuel, I was just going to say that now that fuel prices are going up, you need a Go card. Now, Goil is rewarding its prepaying Go card customers with 2 pesos discount per litre on fuels. You also enjoy discounts on lubricants at Goil stations nationwide. Elevate your goodness by joining Goil Go Club today and enjoy up to 3 pesos per litre discount on fuel, amazing discount on lubricant purchases, free life insurance cover provided by My Life Insurance. Accrue and contribute loyalty points to a social group to fund and approved CSR projects, and above all, enjoy exclusive Goil branded campaign gifts. Join the Go Club by visiting Goil stations or offices. Visit their website, registration.goil.com.gh, and all Goil social media platforms. Goil, good energy.
Now, you can get free fuel coupons when you insure your motor vehicle with Enterprise Insurance. Renew your existing policy or buy a new motor insurance policy from Enterprise and get sorted with free fuel coupons and exciting souvenirs. Don't be left out. Let Enterprise insure your vehicle during the season of giveaways. Call your insurance broker or agent or reach them on 0302 634 777. You can also download the Enterprise Advantage app on Play Store or App Store to purchase or renew your policy. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise, your advantage.
Well, did you know that there's a Zenith Visa card for everyone? Well, I bet you didn't. If you're a tertiary student, open a Zenith Aspire Students account with Zenith Bank and be issued with a free Visa card. For all other persons, simply visit any Zenith Bank branch and be issued with a Zenith Visa card at a whopping 50% discount. With a Zenith Visa card, you can enjoy great discounts on selected merchants' locations. Zenith Visa cards are accepted globally, issued instantly, fully activated, and ready to use. Get your Zenith Visa card from any Zenith Bank branch nationwide. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
All right, let's see what's online. Actually, you can check out myjoy99.7 where there are stories including the story of a tragic lynching on the campus of an SHS. Somebody suspected of being an armed robber was beaten by the students, and that has created some problems in the community. So go check it out, among other stories. Right now, though, it's time for the BBC News, brought to us by
Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Enterprise alive and see we are moving. Aye, we are cruising. It's a Brahma man can show. Forward China from Enterprise Live. Jam I want some more. Now we're done at the crowd. Dream big with us. You for dream big. Go on and dream with us. Dream big with us.
Enterprise, your advantage.